watching Otero Studios.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a Kickstarter for a book called Drawing Blood. Now, I always said, what do you get when you get the creator of one of the greatest comics ever made, get one of the best up-and-coming artists in the business right now, and sprinkle it with probably one of the most awesome writers out there. You get Drawing Blood and Radically Ronin Ragdolls. As you can see, you kind of caught me in the middle of a project here, but I had to take the time and do a quick video about this Kickstarter. I completely 100% believe in this project. I backed the first book. I actually have it behind me, and it's amazing from start to finish. So today we're going to look at the second Kickstarter. We're going to go over some of the goals and everything and go from there. All right, let's get started.
Hey gang, David Avallone here. I'm here with Kevin Eastman, co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and co-creator of Drawing Blood and the Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls, which we kickstarted, made a 4-chapter volume, made the Ragdolls origin issue, got it out to the Kickstarter fans, and then put it out to the public this year. I think the first important question was, why did we choose Kickstarter?
We chose Kickstarter because it took me back to the very, very humblest beginnings of my career. 35 years ago, through a little bit of a family crowdfunding, Michael Quentin loaned us $1,200 to self-publish the first issue. And without that loan, we never would have been able to bring the Turtles into the world. And the same goes for us here with Drawing Blood and Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls. But the most important part is, when you kickstart and you're supporting a creator, then it is the purest form of that idea. There are no editors, there are no publishers, and nobody tell us what to do, what not to do with our creation. And that's what's so beautiful on Kickstarter. And that's what we took right to heart with Drawing Blood and Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls.
And so you can be the, Uncle Quentin?
The Uncle Quentin.
You can be the Uncle Quentin of 2019. If you read Volume 1, you know that we left our anti-hero, Shane Bookman, in a pretty tight spot. We'd like to get him out of that spot. You can come along on that journey and see Shane's continuing adventures. As a matter of fact, we've already started work on Volume 2. Isn't that right, Ben?
Right, Ben?
Ben?
That's right, guys, we're back, and as you can see, I'm already hard at work on Drawing Blood Volume 2. This is Chapter 1 of what will be 4 chapters in Drawing Blood Volume 2. But, unlike Drawing Blood Number 1, we're going to give you this chapter as soon as the Kickstarter ends. We're going to have it fully colored, fully lettered, fully finished for you digitally to kind of tide you over until the full book is done. But what's even more is if we hit our goal and the book happens, you guessed it, we're bringing back the Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls. We've got Otomo, Miyazaki, and Tezuka, and they're coming back in a double-sized issue by Troy Little, the Ragdolls adventure comic. Oh my gosh, there's even more. If we hit our goal and we make Drawing Blood Volume 2, and then we hit our stretch goal and we make the Ragdoll adventure book, we're talking about a Paul and Shane Bookman creation sketchbook. This thing's going to be like at least 48 pages, maybe 50. We haven't counted them yet, but it's going to have all the original sketches of how they, or Kevin Eastman, came up with the designs and the look of all the different Ragdolls. So that's something I really want to shoot for. We'll talk more about the stretch goals below, but now back to the guys.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it. As I always say, I have the greatest job in the universe because I have the greatest fans in the universe. For the past 35 years, I've been able to write and draw and tell comic book stories. This was my passion since I was a little kid. This is where we want to take you next. So we want to have you join us in the continued adventures of Shane Bookman and the Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdolls.
And this time, we're not pretending that Shane Bookman is a real guy.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we had fun with that last time. Some people actually... Oh, I'm sorry.
Completely fictional.
I thought I turned...
Oh.
Ooh. It's Bookman.
So check out the information on this page. Choose your awesome perk and take the ride with us. Thanks for listening.
All right, so there you have it. That's the intro video to Kevin Eastman's Drawing Blood Volume 2. It is the story of Shane Bookman, and Volume 1 was amazing. I actually backed it myself. So far, the project has hit $34,882 out of the $75,000 goal. with 374 backers and 27 days to go. I will link the project in the description, and I will pin the comment in the comment section. So a little bit about the book. All right, so hey gang, Kevin Eastman here. Thanks for taking a look at our comic. I'm lucky that I get to make it, just as I've been lucky my entire career. I get to do what I love most, write and draw comics. A life in comics, like any in show business, can be a pretty wild ride. The highest highs and the lowest of lows. I wanted to tell people the absurd, sad, funny, scary story, crazy stories I've lived or heard over the years, and we started telling that story in Volume 1 of Drawing Blood. Now we're back. But let me bring you up to speed. Alright, so in 1992, Shane Bookman and his brother Paul released their scrappy indie creation on the unsuspecting comic book universe, Shane and Paul Bookman's radically rearranged Ronin Ragdolls. To their great surprise, everyone went wild for the adventures of the three feline, katana-wielding mutants, and a multi-million-dollar franchise was born. After more than a decade and half of global success, comics and action figures, movies, and just about anything else you could sell with a ragdoll on it, the creation soared. The creators crashed. Now Books is hitting his 40s hard, his money all gone, his artistic inspiration tapped out, and his very life in danger from some business deals gone horribly wrong. It's hard enough to recover from a catastrophic encounter with the hit-and-run driver called early success, without having to worry about killer Lithuanian gangsters chasing you all over town. And this is some of the stills from the book. Right here is Kevin Eastman, Ben Bishop, and David Avallone. These are the three of the creative team. There's also other people in the team. I'm going to scroll real quick down to show you the whole team. This is the characters here. So you got Kevin Eastman, as you know, the creator of the Ninja Turtles, probably one of my biggest inspirations. David Avallone, Ben Bishop, Troy Little, who I met at Bangor Comic Con and quickly just clicked. He's such a nice guy, super humble, very, very kind person. Tommy Varga and Taylor Esposito. Taylor I know through the internet, I haven't met in person, but very genuine guy. So definitely check them out. These are their Twitter handles, at D Avallone, at Kevin Eastman TMNT, at Bishart, at meanwhile.studios, at Varga, Tommy Comics, and at Taylor ESPO. So let's go over some of the tiers. All right. So the first tier, $10 or more, you get a Drawing Blood Volume 2 digital copy. So you'll be able to, read it on your phone, tablet, what have you, computer. $20, you get Volume 1 and 2 digitally. $30, you get the Ben Bishop cover of Volume 2. $40, you get the Eastman cover. $50 or more, you get the Santa Loco cover. And Mateus, if I'm saying your last name incorrectly, definitely do not hesitate to correct me. $60 or more, you get both Drawing Blood Volume 1 and 2. Pledge $65 or more, you get Target R and Drawing Blood Volume 2. Target R was the book that Ben did the art for. It's part of the macro series of the IDW series. $70 or more, you get the aggregate and Drawing Blood Volume 2. Pledge $80 or more, you get 2 radically rearranged Ronin Ragdoll t-shirts and Drawing Blood Volume 2. $90 or more, you get X5 Drawing Blood Volume 2 Retailer Award. $100 or more, you get a remark in the book, and the tiers keep going up. So now let's go over some of the stretch goals. This is not really a stretch goal. This is one of the levels here. You get your name in the book for 210. 350, you get a cameo. And then 500, if you're a comic creator or have a comic book that you have created, you can actually show it off in the book. And $2,000, you get a speaking role. Some of the exclusives, like we said before, is the Santa Loco cover. The stretch goals. $100,000, all $25 or more backers will get a free Radically Rearranged Ronin Ragdoll's Adventures drawn by Troy Little. Bonus, you get Ciro Nieli, who worked on the 2012 cartoon for Nickelodeon. So that's a nice little bonus. So it's an add-on for $15. $125,000. You get Shane and Paul Bookman's radically rearranged Ronin Ragdoll's creation sketchbook. So it's kind of the behind the scenes of the creation. They're a spoof of the Ninja Turtles, and the Ninja Turtles are a spoof on Daredevil. So it's funny how it goes full circle. This is a nice little GIF of Drawing Blood Volume 1 funded on Kickstarter. Some of the preview pages. So you actually, if you go to the Kickstarter, which I will link in the description, you get to check out all these cool little snippets from the book. Some of the characters: Shane Bookman, Nigel Beasley Boswell is Shane Bookman's best friend. Billy Biggs, he is the voice of one of the characters on the cartoon series. Courtney Carr, she's got some secrets behind her. Crystal Blade, aka Martha Bookman, is Shane's ex-wife. She's a B-movie actress, and their relationship is complicated. And then the antagonists of the book, the Lithuanians, who are out to kind of get Shane. Tezuka is one of the radically Ronin Ragdolls, and Otomo and Miyazaki. So Miyazaki is a kind of a nod to some creators. All right, so now let's go over the risks and challenges. Thanks to everyone who has considered supporting Drawing Blood Volume 2. The script for the graphic novel is more than 3/4 completed. The art team and I are designing characters, and Ben has already started drawing blood. As you'll see in the video and all over this campaign, if we get fully funded, we have every expectation that we can get the book done on schedule and get your perks on the way as promised. Naturally, there is always a possibility of getting slowed down by the unforeseen. As you know, in the comics industry, or in any creative industry, you get sidetracked. Sometimes you have projects, side projects, conventions, travel, family issues, and like it says here, you might get the flu, you might have to change printers. So all those things could put a wrench in the gears of the book being made. But I have full faith in David Avallone, Kevin Eastman, and Ben Bishop. If they promise something, they will deliver it. And if there is any issue, they will keep their fans updated. And I know Ben Bishop is heavily on social media, so he will update you either through the Kickstarter campaign or through his social media. So they will keep their fans updated with any updates, even if the book is ahead of schedule. Right now, it's saying August 2020, so it's a little less than a year from now. So that gives you enough time to get all the chefs in the kitchen to bring the food out. So the graphic novel trade paperback won't be ready until 2020, but our supporters will get the first chapter, the equivalent of 22-page comic, by digital delivery September 2019. So at least you get a nice little appetizer before the entree shows up. I started out in independent publishing, so if you guys don't know a little background about Kevin Eastman, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually started in his house as a self-published book, and it really gained momentum once it became a cartoon, and then it just blew up. Now it's a world phenomenon. If you look through my room, you see I am a hardcore Ninja Turtle fan. It's one of the reasons why I started doing martial arts. That with Power Rangers and Bruce Lee. Those are my three biggest influences for martial arts. And then, of course, Dragon Ball Z. But if it wasn't for Kevin Eastman's Ninja Turtles, I don't think I would have gotten as interested in martial arts as I am now. So that's a little background about Kevin Eastman. He's getting them directly to readers, and feels good to be back. We're all very passionate about this project, about telling the story of Shane Bookman, and your help means the world to us. Aside from contributing, anything you can do to help us spread the word on social media. Posting on Facebook, tweeting, and reaching out to like-minded collectors will help this project. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this on the channel. YouTube is full of comic creators and comic readers and comic collectors who don't necessarily use social media like Facebook and Twitter. So this is a way for them to find the project and support the project. And don't forget, if you do support the project, be sure to leave a note on there saying Otero Studios sent you. That way, David, Kevin, and Ben know that that the word is getting spread. So, in a lot of ways, for all its darkness, Drawing Blood is a love letter to a life in comics and comics themselves. We can't wait for you to read Volume 2. We promise to keep you updated throughout the campaign on Kickstarter and in updated emails to our supporters and through social media. If you can always check up on what's going on here, facebook.com/Drawing Blood Comic. Or follow any of the team on Twitter. So like I said, social media is heavy. Thanks for reading and thanks for the support. We couldn't do it without you, and we're so excited to bring you more Drawing Blood. All right, so that's the project right there. Like I said, I will link this in the description of the video and pin the comment. If any of the creators of the book would love to leave a comment, share your page, leave a link to a video, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I don't filter any comments unless they're, derogatory comments or anything that, hate speech and stuff like that. But if you guys want to promote any of your other projects, feel free to leave it in the comments. And any of you guys who are interested in the project, definitely check out Kickstarter and back this project. I wouldn't make a video if I didn't believe in it. And I wish Kevin Eastman, Ben Bishop, and David Avallone the best. I love the first volume, and I can't wait to read Volume 2. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And as always, don't forget to keep it over 9,000.